It had wheels.
You didn't know he had drugs either?
You crazy? If I'd known how to kill... Not killed. Sounds like nothing when you say it, Cole. It's not nothing to lose your kid. They teach us how to handle other people's problems. Wish they could teach us how to handle our own.
Yeah. Come on. Let's go get some dinner.
Cole. Good to know I've still got some friends. Yeah.
Freddie, you got that report from ballistics yet?
Yep. As long as from the pizza car or from the same gun that killed Greg Marcos.
The guy that really gets to me is that Valley. He must have seen something.
Must have.
Well, we are working on that. Meaning?
Our friend has a date with him later on tonight.
Double date?
Yeah, something like that.
Figured he might be a little more cooperative if we get something on him. He just might be.
Elaine, may I talk to you for a minute?
Yes, Colton.
There's a guy who used to work for your office, an investigator. He quit about 6 months ago.
And?
I think he's ready to go back to work again.
Well, all he has to do is reapply. We're short 2 investigators right now.
He has, but he said your office turned him down.
Doesn't sound right. What's his name?
Gil Johnson?
Johnson. Now, there was something...
Will you look into it for me? He's a good guy. He's a break.
I'll check it out.
Okay. Thanks. What the hell's the matter with you, Freddie?
Nothing. Just that I've been waiting all night to hear you mention Gil Johnson.
I just didn't think it was going to be a job recommendation.
Why not?
He is all over this thing. Don't you think we ought to check him out?
His kid's all over this thing. And his kid's dead, so let's just drop it.
Colby, what has that got to do?
His kid's dead, and his wife's sick. The guy's got a big enough trouble?
What about the job? We have got to tell them what we know.
What I know is that Gil's a good friend. And if anyone has any questions about that, I'll take care of them. Is that good enough for you, Freddie?
Since about 2 o'clock this afternoon, I cannot believe that I am finally going to take it and put it up here, right straight into my mouth. I can't believe this.
Hey, buddy. Come on, I got something for you. Relax, relax. You're gonna solve all your problems. Hold it there. Hey, up against the step. Right there. Stay right there.
Get the address?
Yeah.
Kill him.
What? Tonight?
Yeah, tonight. Guy moves on us, we gotta move on him.
What do you think? Maybe he's coming around here.
Just get the job done. Tonight, Norm. Don't blow it.
Anything you said, boss.
Valley, we have got you flat. You were grabbed with the drugs, man.
The other guy had him, not me.
That is a crock.
All of a sudden, he yanks them out, asks if I want to buy.
You just shove them in your hands, right, huh? Come on, Valley. You had over $1,000 in your pocket. That's pretty big tips for a pizza delivery boy, isn't it? Yeah, not to mention the $20,000 worth of car you got stashed in Skip's garage.
So I have interest.
Interest? Interest? Well, what kind of interest? In Bolivia, maybe? Colombia, huh?
Maybe Miami. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll tell you what we're talking about. We found traces of cocaine in the pizza delivery car.
Half a dozen guys use that car.
You mind? Be my guest.
Might interest you to know that I've had Jerry's joint under surveillance for quite some time now, and I'm convinced that you are going to need a friend real soon. Now, that's the bad news. The good news is that you might have some information that we just might happen to need. Now, here's how it works. If it turns out that you got something to say that we want to hear, then maybe we'll be in a position to help you out. And, buddy, believe me, you're about to need all the help you can get.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What did you see in that alley?
I told you, I didn't see nothing.
I want to know who you were covering for.
Nobody.
You are covering for a killer. That's obstruction of justice, Valley. All right, the hell with it. I'm going to book you for possession and intent to sell. You have had your chance.
You're going down.
I got his license plate. And what you want?
Yeah, that'll do for starters.
Elaine, any word on Johnson?
They won't take your friend Johnson back, Colby.
Why not?
You didn't tell me he had had a serious breakdown. He's not safe out on the streets.
What?
They offered him a desk job and he refused it. Case closed.
Now you think maybe we ought to tell him what we know about Johnson?
Yeah.
Kevin, in here. Jambone, you may as well get in here, too.
Oh, listen. Girl called for you. She wouldn't leave her name.
You find out anything more about this Johnson character?
Just that he had a couple of citations for bravery.
You holding anything else back, Colby?
No. I wasn't exactly holding anything back.
You found out that this guy's kid worked for Jerry. You found out that this kid wiped out on coke. You know this guy's a great shot and he's got a room full of guns. And you didn't think it was worth your while to let me know.
Johnson had a lot of personal problems, Lieutenant.
He's a friend of mine, Lieutenant. I didn't think...
You're damn right you didn't think. A squad that doesn't work together doesn't work. And you know that. Now, if you find out something about a case, anything, you tell your partners, and then you tell me. And that's friend or no friend. You let your personal feelings get in the way, and nobody gets their job done here. Now, you understand that, Colby? All right. Let's get back to this Johnson thing. Now, Kevin, Frankie, I want you to go see him again. Find out where he was when the shooting went down. Freddie? Yeah.
Ran the plate number Valley gave us. Car's registered to a Gil Johnson.
I gotta hand it to you, Jefferson. Did a real smooth job.
Thank you, O'Brien. You know me. Always happy to cooperate.
Well, maybe that's why you didn't tell us you had our pal Jerry under surveillance, huh?
Well, maybe it's because there's limits to everything. You ever think about that?
Where is he in the drug business?
Midland. Midland. And I'll tell you something. This guy is gonna peep us to something that's gonna rock this town.
Huh?
Yeah. You ever heard of Sweet Eddie Mandelbaum?
He runs a string of ladies.
Yeah, used to. Used to. Now he's into drugs in a big way. Except we can't touch him. But I figure I squeeze Jerry, and we're gonna put a whooping on Mr. Mandelbaum. That is, unless, of course, you guys find a way to mess up this operation.
Now, we are always happy to cooperate, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Good.
Within limits, of course.
He's not in the house. His wife said he left with the gun.
My boys seen a guy matching Johnson's description going to the pizza joint 2 minutes ago. And if your buddy kills Jerry, he blows my whole case.
Hey, yo.
My heart bleeds for you. Let's keep this real quiet. No sirens, no lights. Let's go.
It's a mean machine gonna make a mess of you and anything that comes between you and me. Now I want to see your piece come around the edge of this door on the floor and real slow. Now come on out. Nice and slow. Go sit. Keep your hands on the desk.
I don't give much money in the office, but you can take anything you find.
Money won't settle what's between us.
What is it you do want?
One thing, maybe.
What, man? Spill.
Somewhere inside here's the details of your deal with Mandelbaum. You either tell me or I'll blow the top of your head off and read them myself.
Where's Johnson?
He's in there somewhere. Will you two guys go around the back? Frank, come on.
Yeah, come on, Frankie. Really got you trained, don't he?
Why don't you check around there?
Everything's in the safety deposit box. Records going back 3 years. You'll have enough to put Eddie away for the rest of his life. Why don't you take it?
You just don't understand what you've done to people. I don't think you're ever going to understand.
What are you gonna do?
Leave it.
Blow me away in cold blood?
I have to. It isn't easy. But burying my boy wasn't easy either.
Gil.
Get out of here, Cole. This is none of your business.
Easy, Gil. This hump isn't worth it. Leave him to the law.
The law isn't dealing with bastards like this. With half a lawyer, he'd be out on the streets in no time. That's close enough, Cole. I mean it.
You're only cutting away part of the cancer, Gil. Unless you get the man behind Jerry, it's only gonna grow again.
This bastard plea bargain get away with it.
No way. He's finished. Give me the gun. Now. Easy. The gun.
Great. 3 months' work down the pipes.
Will you shut up?
It didn't have to end this way.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
We've all experienced the frustration of being denied something we know we're entitled to. Whether it's the out-of-order telephone that eats our coins, or City Hall refusing us a parking space. Most of us have learned to live with that injustice.
You got top.
Gil Johnson felt he could not live with the injustice and decided to even the score. It's not hard to sympathize with what he did. He certainly believed he was right. But if everyone was to do what Gil Johnson did, then God help us all.
Hey, look like I'm gonna make my case after all, Cole. Your boy Johnson turned out to be not half a bad investigator. Of course, on the flip side, it's easy to question a guy who got a gun in your hand, huh?
You mean Gil's got information on Man in the Bar?
You got it.
Spit it out, Cole.
We make deals with humps like Fowler. I mean, I was thinking.
A deal for Johnson?
Yeah, he's got information.
You already give it to me. Of course, ain't no reason for me to give it up yet, huh, Cole?
Thanks, man.
Always happy to cooperate, Cole.